Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Omega Ruby. I'm your host, the PokeGamer. In the last episode, we kind of went a little bit west of Pacific Log to unlock the Regice chambers. I also had to get something else off screen. I also changed up our team a little bit to kind of put the Relicanth and the Wailord back into the PC. So, we got Metagross out because it's capable of kind of dealing with at least Registeel when we get around to it. So, I mean, there's that. And then the new member of our team that I recently caught as of today is Tropius. Tropius is useful because we're going to need 2 HMs for 2 of the chambers, that being Fly and Strength. Now you could do this on 2 separate Pokemon, but then you'd have to delete moves that you might not otherwise want to remove, and then have to reapply them later after going to the move deleter and deleting the HMs that you had to put on. So, yeah. So the first one, as I mentioned in the last episode, that we were going to be going to do is obviously just a little bit like north, like just or maybe right, like to the right of Route 11, and that would be the desert. And if you can't tell, Regirock is what we're going after. So in order to unlock this door, you have to go over 2 and then down 2, and then you have to go into your party and use Strength. Normally you can't use Strength on nothing, like usually you have to like interact with a boulder or something, but as a result it kind of proves that it does work. So with that we can just walk right in and we can get ready to take on Regirock. So as you can see, Roserade's still in our lead. We can't have that. We need Swampert for this. So, and we're not going to actually save because I don't really care. We'll be saving later down the line, and for good reason. You'll understand why. But anyways, the strategy for Regirock, especially for me, because we are Adamant Nature max attack investment, Regirock here takes anywhere between 40.4 to 48.4% damage from a single Rock Slide. So we're going to be able to bring it down pretty close to the red, like really into the red with Rock Slides. We'll be using 2 different Rock Slides to get it in the red, of course. It's a guaranteed 3-hit kill from our level range, and assuming that its IVs are actually high. This is also assuming that. It might be slightly more damage if the IVs are really low. So, but as you can see, it wasn't even close to like 40%. That must have been the absolute lowest roll. Maybe it's got some kind of nature that boosts its defense, because I actually didn't mess around with the natures when it came to doing the damage calcs. So, and as you can probably guess, we're getting lucky with the flinch hacks. The thing is, that's not entirely true. I do have the King's Rock currently sitting on Swampert to kind of add to the added effect of Rock Slide's flinch, so it kind of just increases the odds of us actually getting that flinch off. Now, we could just continuously chuck balls at, and try and catch it. I was actually going to go in a very lewd direction with that for some reason, but we are not going to be just throwing Pokeballs at this thing. We're going to be using Roserade to paralyze it, so that way we can have a better chance of catching it. Despite being in a cave, and despite the in-game time being roughly nighttime, because I still haven't changed the in-game clock, or not just like the in-game clock, but you know what I mean, like the actual internal clock for my 3DS, it's close to night. So, despite all of that, the Regis are still a pain in the ass to catch. So, as a joke, I kind of decided, why not? Let's throw a Premier Ball. If we happen to catch it in this, congratulations, we 360 no-scoped it. But no, we're not that pro apparently. So, I've actually managed it before, but no, it's just not gonna be my luck on screen. So, obviously, nothing else is really gonna work here. So Dusk Balls are where we're gonna be going. And that's pretty much all that there is to this fight for the rest of this Regirock fight. The biggest problem is the one that we're going to be going after this one. Truthfully, I was expecting this to take a lot longer. And I was kind of just expecting it to be like 10 minutes. And I was going to break it into 3 parts where I caught one, then another, then another. But as you can see, we ended up actually catching Regirock within the first 5 minutes. So, congratulations. My strategy, my plan, whatever, on Regirock was probably as close to perfect as it probably could get. Maybe if its nature was not beneficial, I'm assuming it's a beneficial nature for defense. and maybe even good IVs. That probably, I might have to check the calculations after I'm done recording this so that way I can see what the percentage would be on a defensive nature with perfect IVs to see what it would be. I don't know. But anyways, we're done with this one. So in order to get to the next chamber, the fastest way to go, or to get to it, is Dewford. We keep going back to Dewford, as I'm sure you're well aware. By the way, whoever, a Game Freak, or whoever developed these games, congratulations. You're absolute geniuses. You know how to troll everyone that plays your game, because guess what? Apparently, when you decide to soar, there could just be a random patch of Pokemon just right there as you just jump up. Great, fantastic. Thank you for that. Might add that it's very annoying. And no, I don't want to land on Route 106. And for some reason, I wasn't hitting the hitbox for Dewford. I don't understand that, but whatever. It's kind of warm in my room at the moment, and I don't know why. It's weird. But anyways, we have enough time for idle chit-chat here momentarily. So what we're going to be doing is you will need Surf to get to this one. Just fair warning. And we're also going to be using Gardevoir against this next Reggie. So you need Surf. Recommend that you bring Repels just that we don't have to run into things while you're trying to find your way there. By the way, as you can see on the bottom screen with the Dex nav, there's an exclamation mark there. That is a Pokemon that you cannot find in the Hoenn region normally. So whatever Pokemon that was, it was something that I have never seen in this game before, and on top of that, it's something that you can't normally get in the Hoenn region. So, and as I'm sure you're noticing, I'm kind of avoiding all the trainers. Again, I said this in the last episode, kind of skipping trainers. But anyways, as you can see, there's ice on the ground. That must, obviously hint that we're going after Regice here. Now, the way that you unlock this, believe it or not, is I think you have to interact with the braille on the wall. I think this is something that you have to do in every chamber. And we didn't do it in the Regirock ones, I don't know. But I think you actually have to do it in here because it starts a sort of timer. And you have to wait a solid 2 minutes for this place to unlock. So if you want to be able to get into this place, you have to wait 2 minutes in order to get it to unlock. Now, I'm not entirely sure if you're allowed to move around in the room, but for, obviously, we don't want to break the timer, quote unquote. So we're kind of just going to sit here for 2 minutes, dilly-dallying, doing whatever, and talking about random bullshit, I guess, until the door opens. I guess we can kind of cover the little strategy that we have for this. And normally this is not supposed to be a problem, but it apparently is. Gardevoir apparently does the same damage roll as Rock Slide does to Regirock with Shadow Ball. So it's supposed to be a guaranteed 3-hit kill. It's again 40.4 to 48.4% damage. So 2 hits should definitely bring it down very close to the red, if not like really deep into the red. It's not a guaranteed 2-hit kill normally, but we do kind of struggle with this a little bit, and you'll see why whenever the door decides to open, which I think is in about 30 seconds. So just be sure to sit back and relax for a couple seconds. It's not a big deal. But Regice, I'm really praying that Registeel a lot more kind, maybe gentle with us in regards to, when we get around to actually capturing it, because this upcoming fight is annoying. Okay, and I'm very glad that I actually saved here, because the amount of bullshit that we go through, pardon my French, but a lot of the bullshit that we go through here is normally something I never expect. This is something that it just doesn't align like this normally. But, yeah, so like I said, the plan here is to use Gardevoir's Shadow Ball twice to bring it down into the red. Let's see how well that fares. So, on top of that, there's really not much else strategy-wise for this fight. I didn't really plan out every Pokemon, of course. But, I went with what I thought would actually have a better chance of capturing. So, we did a great job. We caught this Regice, right? Nope. We killed it. Thank you, Crit. So let's go ahead and go for round 2. Maybe we can get 3 strikes, we're out. That's what I should have done, honestly, is if I had killed it a 3rd time, I was just going to leave it dead. Because, yeah, that's just annoying. Like, if I happened to kill it 3 times in a row, I'd probably just said, oh, okay, you're dead. Oh well. But, round 2 of, Gardevoir versus Regice. So while we're sitting here enjoying everything that's happening to me, because this is annoying as hell. Apparently Japan's getting 3 new 3DS themes, kind of jelly by the way. There's a Mega Rayquaza one. There's also a Pokemon Mate one. I'm assuming it's like your friends from Gen 5, because I think it's old Gen 5 like theme stuff. So the last one is the Pokemon Hanafuda. I have the regular Hanafuda on one of my DS's. It's a pretty cool theme. If you want to check and see what they all look like, go and check them out over on Cerebi. So, and yeah, as you can see, we're so far 2 strikes for 2. Let's see if we can't get that 3rd strike. So, it's absolutely fantastic. The Mega Rayquaza one seems kind of cool. It seems like if you, like, I think the way it works is, like one part of it has, like the far left has the regular Rayquaza, and then as you kind of move it over, you see Mega Rayquaza, so it's kind of cool. But let's see if we kill this thing after 2 hits this time. So, I mean, again, I find it kind of funny that Clear Body actually did do some work in this battle. I think it was either this battle or one of the earlier ones. Can't remember. But it goes for Bulldoze, and anyone that is well aware of what Bulldoze does, when it connects, it actually reduces the speed stat of whatever Pokemon it connects with. So the fact that I steal its Clear Body, I can't lose my speed, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually pretty neat. So, cool thing about this is these two, Regirock and Regice, these two are the only ones that actually have 2 attacking moves. Registeel only has 1, and that's in the form of Ancient Power. It has, I believe, Iron Defense, Curse, Ancient Power, and Amnesia? Something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Regirock and Regice both have Bulldoze and Ancient Power as attacking moves. So, something to kind of prepare for. You can't just be immune to everything that they have. So, and on top of that, if you bring a flying type, thinking, oh, well, we can just kind of evade the Bulldoze. First off, Regice is a nice type. I mean, if you didn't know its moves ahead of time, you could always expect something like Ice Beam or whatever. I think that it used to actually have things like that. So, bad idea to just kind of throw in a flying type trying to just get around Bulldoze, even though Bulldoze is Gen 5, and obviously that wasn't in Gen 3, but you're kind of getting where I'm going at here. You just can't bring something that's immune to that. And as far as I'm aware, there's nothing immune to rock. So, well, okay, if you want to bring Wonder Guard along, that's fine. But the only thing that I know of in the game that actually legitimately has Wonder Rock is weak to, rock, because it's a bug type. So, have fun with that. It'd be kind of hilarious if the other Regis, or not the other Regis, but Regice and Regirock at least had only Bulldoze and didn't have the Ancient Power for some reason. Then you could just throw out something with Wonder Guard or whatever and be like, hey. But, it's great. So, the funny part is that was the first shake that I think that we've gotten. The first 3 were no shake whatsoever, just nope, not happening. But like I was mentioning, the speed drop, it's there still. It's still a thing. It's just the Clear Body that I copied from this Regice says I don't lose my speed stat, so it's pretty cool. And we got a 2 that time. Can we get a 3rd? Possibly even a capture? It'd be great. I'm just saying, I'm really praying that the rest of the legendaries in this game do not troll me. I'm going to probably only catch the ones that are available to this game without any kind of external assistance, because there are things that require you to be level 100. There are things that require you to have multiple Pokemon. One of them happens to be, if I'm not mistaken, Regigigas. I think you can get that in this game by having all 3 of the Regis, which are available in game, of course. So, there are like there's like for example there's also Kyurem. You can get Zekrom or Reshiram in the game, I think, by having a level 100 Pokemon. And then if you have, I think, either or both on your party, then you get Zekrom, but Kyurem to appear. So there's that. Like, there's a lot. It's already bad enough that I had to find my way to Cresselia. If I happen to see it after tomorrow or something, then we might actually try and go and get it. I don't know. But anyways, we're pretty much, well, not just pretty much, we are out of time. In the next episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be catching the final of the Regice, Registeel, and then probably working on another legendary. I haven't decided which one yet, but something that you get to look forward to. So be sure to stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and until next time, this is the PokeGamer, signing out.